All right, let's talk about something every marketer dreams of. You've launched an ad campaign and bam, it's a massive hit. The numbers are looking great, so now what? How do you actually grow this thing without accidentally breaking what's working so well? That's exactly what we're going to break down today. This is it. The good problem to have, right? You found that perfect, magical combination of creative and audience. But here's the trap. Just throwing more money at it is almost never the answer. In fact, you can completely wreck your performance that way. So how do you add fuel to that fire the smart way? Well, it all starts with understanding the engine you've built.
Okay, so before we even think about scaling, we have to get back to basics. We need to understand the foundation. See, a winning ad is just one piece of a simple three-level structure, and knowing how that structure works, well, that's the key to unlocking all the growth.
You've probably seen this a million times, right? The campaign at the top sets your goal, the ad at the bottom is your creative, the flashy part. But the real magic, the command center for scaling, is right there in the middle, the ad set. This is where you tell the platform who to target and how much you're willing to spend. And for our purposes, it's where all the action is.
And this is a really crucial point. We are not just boosting a post or throwing money at a single ad. We are scaling the entire engine that's getting you those amazing results. We're scaling the ad set. It's that proven combo of your targeting and your creative that struck gold. That is what we're pouring the fuel on. So once you've got that winning ad set locked in, you find yourself at a strategic crossroads. You've got two main paths you can take to grow. You can either go deeper or you can go wider.
And these two paths have names: vertical scaling and horizontal scaling.
Now, the concepts themselves are pretty straightforward, but knowing which one to use and when to use it, honestly, that's what separates the pros from the rookies.
All right, let's dive into that first path, vertical scaling. The name kind of gives it away, right? This strategy is all about going bigger and doubling down on what you already know is a sure thing. So put simply, vertical scaling is just carefully increasing the budget on that winning ad set. You're basically telling the ad platform, hey, this audience is loving what I'm showing them. Here's some more money. Go find me more of these exact same people. It's like a direct cash injection right into your proven winner.
But, and this is a huge but, there's a major catch. You can't just go in and triple the budget overnight. Why not? Because you will completely shock the algorithm. Imagine, it's like a student who has finally figured out the answer to a tough math problem. If you suddenly change all the numbers, it has to start learning all over again. That's what we call the learning phase. And trust me, your costs can go absolutely crazy while it tries to figure things out again. So, how do you avoid that trap?
Okay, so here is rule number one for vertical scaling. Before you even think about touching that budget, you have to check a little metric called frequency. This number tells you, on average, how many times a single person has seen your ad. If that number is under 2, you're golden. You're not annoying your audience yet. That's your green light to hit the gas. And once you get that green light, the golden rule is to make small, gradual increases. We're talking about bumping your daily budget by just 10 to 25% at a time. The danger of going bigger isn't just about resetting the learning phase. It's about burning out your audience way too fast. So you make a small change, you let the performance stabilize for a day or two, and then, if things look good, you do it again. It's a patient game, but it's how you protect your amazing results.
Okay, on to our second path, horizontal scaling. Now, this one is completely different. It's not about spending more money on the same audience. It's about finding entirely new audiences by expanding outwards. You can think of horizontal scaling as the art of cloning your success. What you do is you take your winning ad set, that perfect audience and creative, and you literally duplicate it. Then in that new copy, you just change one thing, like the location you're targeting or a specific interest, to see if you can find new pockets of customers. You're basically taking a proven formula and road testing it in new markets.
And the process is just beautifully simple. Step 1, identify that rockstar ad set. Step 2, hit the duplicate button. And step 3, in that new version, you just swap out the audience for a new one you're curious about. The key is you keep the ad creative exactly the same because you already know it connects with people.
And the possibilities here are massive. You could target new cities, states, even whole new countries. You could test out related interests. So for example, if an audience interested in digital marketing is working for you, you could duplicate that ad set and try targeting people interested in social media marketing. You can create lookalike audiences based on your best customers, or even test totally new ad placements, like seeing if your ad works on Instagram stories or Reels. So now we've got these two really powerful strategies: vertical for going deeper and horizontal for going wider.
But here's the real key, the pro-level insight. They actually work best when you use them together. You use horizontal scaling to go out and explore, to find new winning audiences. And once you strike gold again, what do? You switch gears and start scaling that one vertically. It's this beautiful cycle of discovery and growth. Let's put it all into a simple playbook.
So here's how to think about it. You're going to choose vertical scaling when your main goal is to deepen your reach within an audience that's already proven to work. The method is simple. Increase the budget gradually. And the thing you have to watch out for is ad fatigue, making sure people don't get sick of seeing your ad. On the other hand, you'll go with horizontal scaling when you want to broaden your reach and find brand new customers. The method here is to duplicate your ad set, and the main challenge is discovering those new, untapped markets that are ready for your message.
And that really brings us to the final question for your campaign. Now that you've got this playbook, what's your next move going to be? Are you going to go bigger or are you going to go wider? The real answer is that the most explosive growth comes from mastering both, but you got to start somewhere. The only way to find out is to start testing.